Welcome to your next best step. I'm Coach Janet J, and I'm glad you're here. Today, we're talking about something I am very guilty of myself. A phone full of photos and videos from a summer I can barely remember living. If you have 1,000 pictures and only a handful of moments that truly stuck, you are in good company. Let's start right there. I have more than one video of an 8-second bull ride that I have never once watched again. I have dozens of them. Beautiful, blurry 8-second videos sitting in my phone. I couldn't tell you what the rider's face looked like because the whole time I was watching him through a 4-inch screen. There is a name for what the camera does to the memory you were reaching to keep, and a study set inside an art museum that put it to the test. Let me say this up front. I love taking pictures and I love taking videos. I'm the woman at the rodeo holding her phone angled just so for the whole 8 seconds. I have filmed parts of the worship set at a concert instead of singing along. I filmed my dog Santino mid-zoomies instead of laughing right there with him. I took the photo of the lake before even feeling the water on my feet. So this is not me telling you to put your camera in a drawer. I would never follow that advice, and I don't expect you to either. Here's what I started to notice, though. I would get home from something incredible, scroll back through 40 new photos, and feel a strange gap. I had the proof that I had been there. Somehow, the feeling of being there didn't always come home with me. Colors, the sound, the way the air smelled. Somehow the camera had kept the picture and let the moment slip right past me. There's a line in the Psalms that has been sung and stitched onto so many pillows we almost stop hearing it. Psalm 118:24. In the Christian Standard Bible, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Listen to that one phrase in there. Be glad in it. To be glad in the day, you have to be inside the day while it is happening. The camera tends to pull us half a step outside it. Here is what the research found. In 2014, a psychologist named Linda Henkel at Fairfield University ran a study. She published it in the journal Psychological Science. She took people on a guided tour of an art museum and gave them a simple task. Look at some of the objects and photograph others. The next day, she tested what they remembered. The people who photographed an object, just pointed and shot the whole thing, remembered fewer of the objects and fewer details about them than the people who simply looked. Henkel called it the photo-taking impairment effect. Her explanation: when your brain trusts the camera to keep the memory, it loosens its own grip. It hands the job off. Why hold tightly to something the phone is holding onto for you? The study didn't stop there, though. There was a second group, and these people zoomed in. They framed a specific detail, the curve of a sculpture, the corner of a painting, before they pressed the button. Those people showed no impairment at all. They remembered just as much, including the parts they didn't even zoom in on. What changed the outcome was attention. The same camera helped or cost them, depending on how closely the person behind it was looking. When the photo was an act of looking closer, the memory held. When the photo was a way to skip the looking, the memory slipped. So think about your actual August. It's just getting underway. Maybe there's a county fair or a rodeo or a few concerts coming up. Maybe there are a few lake weekends left before the school routine swallows the calendar. Maybe there's a birthday in there, and you may find yourself reaching to capture it before you have let yourself enjoy it. These are the days you will want back someday. And the research is telling us something freeing. Sometimes a moment stays with you best when you simply receive it. Eyes up, phone down, all the way in. You can keep filming the bull riders. I know I will. The small shift is this. Every now and then, you choose one that you watch with your own two eyes. This touches all four pillars lightly. Mentally, your attention is what actually writes the memory. The phone can't do that part for you. Emotionally, a moment you are fully inside of comes back richer than one you watched through glass. Physically, when you lower the phone, your senses switch back on. You hear it, you smell it, you feel the sun. And spiritually, being present is its own small act of gratitude. It is one way of saying yes to the day the Lord has made instead of rushing to file it away. So here is your next best step. Pick one moment, the kind you would normally reach for your phone to film. A sunset, someone you love laughing, the first bite of a really good meal. And then, just at once, leave the phone down. Be all the way in it. Watch the way you would watch it if you knew the camera had died. Film the next one if you want to. This one moment is fully yours. Linda Henkel's museum study showed us that when we count on the camera to remember for us, our own memory loosens its hold. That when we look closer, the memory stays. Psalm 118:24 invites us to be glad in the day, which means being inside of it. And your step this week is one moment, no phone, fully received. That's it. On Friday, it's actually my birthday eve, and I'm going to share the one question about getting older that changed how I feel about the whole thing. It made the years ahead feel lighter, and I would love for you to hear it. Follow or subscribe wherever you are listening or watching so you don't miss it. I will see you on Friday. Take your next best step.